Hello everyone. Today I will introduce a new topic of grammar, active and passive voice. Let us understand Roni helps Harry. Harry is helped by Roni. We entertained people. People are entertained by us. These are two different types of sentences but they have same meaning. Let us understand what is active and passive voice. A verb is said to be in active voice when the subject is the doer of the action. A verb is said to be in passive voice when the subject is the receiver of the action. Let's understand with the example. The dog chased the cats. In this sentence, the subject is of greater significance than the object. So in an easy way we can say when we focus on the doer of the action, we use active voice. The cats were chased by the dog. Here, the object is greater significance than the subject. So, when the object becomes the center of attraction, in that case, it is a passive voice. Let us examine these sentences. The dog chased the cat. The cat was chased by the dog. The dog, the cat, both are subjects. The dog in the first sentence performed the action, chased the cats. The cat in the another sentence receives actions, were chased by the dogs. Let's analyze these sentences further. The dog chased the cat. The cats were chased by the dog. Here, in first sentence, the dog is a subject and the cat is object. It is an active sentence, but the dog, which is the subject in active voice, performing an action, and similarly they plays the role of object in the passive sentence. Now let's understand the rules for changing from active voice to passive voice. Rule number 1, change in the position of the subject and object. The object in the active voice become the subject in the passive voice and the subject in the active voice become the object in passive voice. See an example. Mother loves Yash and Yash is loved by mother. Here the subject became object in the passive sentence. Rule number 2. Change in pronoun. If subject or object is a pronoun, it changes in the following manner. I changes into me. We changes into us. You into you. He into him, she into her, it same as it is it, and they change into them. Example, he is reading a letter. A letter is being read by him. Here he as a subject becomes object in the passive voice and it will be changed into him. Number 3, use of preposition by. While performing sentence of active voice into passive voice, the actual agent means the subject of the verb in active voice is made the subject agent. So actual doer of the verb preceded by the preposition by. Rule number 4. Only the past participle, that means third form of the verb. So only the past participle of the main verb is used for statement in the passive voice. Now we will learn the structure of the sentence. In active voice, the structure of the sentence is subject plus verb plus object. It can be auxiliary verb or main verb. Structure, change in the verb will lead to different tenses. Change in the relative position of the subject, verb, and complements lead to different kinds of sentences. And sentence in the passive voice is based on the following structure: subject plus auxiliary verb plus verb, main verb third, that is the past participle, plus by preposition, and then agent. Agent, that means the subject which we are using as a object in passive voice. After this, we will understand the combination of verb forms in active and passive voice. So this table will help us to change the sentences into passive voice. In next video, we will understand the transformation process of various kind of sentences about active and passive voice.
Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss the formation of sentences or formation of passive verbs. Okay, so let's start. Active sentences emphasize on the doer or performer, and the passive sentences emphasize on the result or receiver. In active sentence, what the subject does is a more important, and in passive voice, we focus on the action. Formation of sentences in active and passive voice. Let's see how do we change in simple present tense. The formation of sentence in active part is subject, verb first and object. When we change into passive, it will like this: subject is MR, and we use is MR according to the subject. Then we use the past participle and preposition by with object. Let's understand with the examples. I respect all elders. All elders are respected by me. Here you can see we have written object as a subject and then use of is MR, then past participle, and after using preposition by we have written me. Next sentence is he enjoys a sound sleep. A sound sleep is enjoyed by him. My uncle looks after me. I am looked after by my uncle. Now we will understand present continuous tense. The structure of the active sentence in a present continuous tense is subject is MR plus verb ing and then object. And in passive sentence we will write subject is MR plus being plus past participle and then preposition by and object. Let's see some examples. He is writing a letter. A letter is being written by him. They are keeping their finger crossed. Their fingers are being kept crossed by them. The boys are running a race. A race is being run by the boys. Here we use the subject as the place of object and object at the place of subject. But in between we have written is MR plus being plus past participle and then by preposition. After that we have written object.